Welcome to Alan Colmes Versus, where we discuss some of the more controversial things said in the recent news cycle on both traditional and digital media. The epitome of what we'd like to call around here fair and balanced. Joining me today from Washington, D.C., Director of Governmental Affairs for the American Family Association, Sandy Rios. Hello, Sandy.
Hello, Alan.
Let me put up on the screen what you said just the other day on your radio show concerning the Khan family. You said, we have no idea who they are or what they really believe in, and we're not even really sure about you, sir, to Mr. Khan, because we know about taqiyya, which is a practice of lying to the infidel in order to advance the Muslim cause. Why would you question the patriotism of a Gold Star family that lost their son?
Well, just because it's a Gold Star family that lost their son doesn't mean that everything they say is true or what they present themselves as is what it is. And now we know, actually, Alan, that my inclinations were right. We know a great deal about Mr. Khan now.
What are you accusing him of?
We know that he has written quite a bit about the superiority of Sharia law. And Sharia law covers every area of life, and those that adhere to it do not respect or honor any other law. They may pretend to, but they don't.
Sharia law is not in conflict with constitutional law any more than Jewish law or kosher law.
Alan, of course
let me just, if I could just say, Sandy.
Alan, you don't know what you're talking about.
Well, that's nice of you to say, but look,
Sharia,
Jews have a series of laws, too, by which they live.
Jewish law is not like Sharia law.
Including, Sandy, if I could get this out, and I want to get your response. You talk about taqiyya, which is the right to lie if you are persecuted. Jews have the same.
Not if you're persecuted.
Jews have the same
if you're
thing.
Trying to advance your cause.
Taqiyya law is if you're under persecution, you're allowed to deny your faith. Jews have the same thing, and I don't hear you.
It's not that.
I don't hear
Alan,
Jews
you're wrong.
being accused in this society of following their law to the detriment of the Constitution.
All right, Alan, do you want to know what I think?
Go ahead, please.
All right. Taqiyya in Islamic law and Sharia law is lying to the infidel in order to advance your cause, which is to subject or kill them if they won't convert. That's what taqiyya is.
Do you think Mr. Khan wants to subject or kill Americans?
If he adheres to Sharia, absolutely, and that is the concern.
He wants to kill Americans.
Alan, what's happening is that we have what's called a civilization jihad that's being led by the Muslim Brotherhood. And that is, according to the Holy Land Foundation trial, the evidence found by the FBI, to destroy our miserable house from within. And we know that's what the Muslim Brotherhood is about.
Khan. I don't want to talk in general terms.
Mr. Khan is the epitome of that. We know that now.
You believe Mr. Khan, who lost his son in battle for this country, you believe Mr. Khan wants to kill Americans?
You know, let me just tell you that last weekend the Islamic State came out with the Dabiq 15, in which they featured Mr. Khan's son. They called him an apostate because he had served the American military. The fact that he died on the battlefield has nothing to do.
You believe Mr. Khan is out to get Americans, yes or no?
I believe that Mr. Khan is an adherent of Sharia law, according to his own
writing. Does he want to kill Americans?
Mr. Khan is an adherent of Sharia law,
no,
and I would challenge anyone. The Muslim Brotherhood in America is a great source of information about this.
Let's play a game.
The problem is the denial. Alan, I want you to be right.
No, but Sandy, if A equals B and B equals C, let's play that game. If A equals B and A is, you believe that those who believe in Sharia law want to kill Americans, and Mr. Khan believes in Sharia law, does Mr. Khan want to kill Americans?
Alan, this is not a game.
But why won't you say yes or no to that question? Isn't that the charge you're making?
Because you are avoiding the real situation.
No, you're not answering my question. Isn't that the issue you're making?
I'm telling you that the adherents of Sharia law want to subject or convert infidels. And if they can't convert or subject, the ones that are Islamists actually kill.
So those of us who will not conform to Mr. Khan's religion are people he would like to kill, is what you're saying.
Well, I would like to say that anyone who does not adhere to Sharia law is viewed as their own son was called an apostate on this Dabiq 15
So you believe the Khans believe that their own son is an apostate?
You would have to well, I think they know that he's regarded as an apostate. Well, the Dabiq 15, which was just published on Sunday, calls him an apostate. I'm sure
do you believe the Khans, based on what you think their belief in Islam is, believe their son, their late son, Humayun Khan, is an apostate?
I believe that they believe that anyone that adheres to Sharia believes their son is an apostate for serving in the American military.
So you're saying you believe they think their son's an apostate. How could you say this about this family that got up there in honor and in memory of their son at the DNC, and they think their son's an apostate?
It's not hard to speak the truth, Alan. It's actually quite easy. And I would challenge you to look into it.
How do you know what's in their heart? How can you speak for them?
Because you're speaking for them.
No, you are. You're making the claim, Sandy.
Dabiq 15, which is the Islamic State's treatise over the weekend, declared their son an apostate. They know Sharia law. They know that their sons are them living in a Western country. They know that if they don't adhere strictly to Sharia, and if their son goes and fights with Westerners against Muslims, he is considered an apostate.
So when they got up at the DNC and spoke lovingly of their son, that was a lie?
Of course not.
You just said they think their son's an apostate.
Why do you... He's an apostate according to Islamic
Well, then you believe
Sharia
that the Khans
law.
must think that of their son, in which case you've got to believe that what they said at the DNC was a lie.
I think they love their son very much. I think they grieve the death of their son. I would never say that they didn't, or that part of their presentation was...
But that's basically what you're saying. You're disparaging a Gold Star family that lost their son.
No, I'm not disparaging them. I'm saying that they used the death of their son, which I think they're truly grieving over, to advance a political cause. We also know that Mr. Khan is an immigration attorney who deals with Muslim immigration. He deals with the most controversial visas. So that's why he has a vested interest.
I'm with John McCain, who says our country's better because the Khans are here.
I never thought you'd be with a Republican, Alan. That's really a shock. But you know what? This is a serious issue, Alan, and it threatens all of the West. And I encourage anyone listening to me to take this seriously. Look into Sharia law and find out what it teaches. And, you know, the media is really duping us, Alan, and it's a very dangerous thing to do.
The media is more than one thing, as evidenced by what's happening here. Sandy, thank you very much for talking to us.
You're welcome.
Follow Sandy on Twitter at Sandy Rios Tweet. I'm Alan Colmes. Thanks for watching.